How's it going, my Saab friends? My name is Gary, and this is my channel, Weakest of Weeks. If you're a first-time viewer, I appreciate you clicking on the video and definitely consider subscribing. Today is a video that I never thought in a million years I would ever make because I thought I would never be able to set my eyes on one of these vehicles, let alone drive it. So let me show you exactly what we're driving today. See if this gives you a little hint. What about that? Or what about that? All right, let's hop out real quick. Look at this thing. If the wheels didn't give it away, if the body style didn't give it away, if the Aero logos didn't give it away, this is a 2011 Saab 94X Aero. And it's actually for sale local to me in Ohio right now. And I'm out test driving it. And man, I never thought in a million years I would ever be able to set my eyes, let alone drive one of these. These things are so insanely rare. It's just insane that one popped up for sale local to me. So it's interesting, they have this kind of faux carbon fiber. Appears to be just some hydro dip plastic, but it's got the trim all around the center console, everything. This one is fitted with the navigation. I don't know if all had the big panoramic sunroof, but this one has it. It's got heated and cooled seats. This gray interior, which is in all right shape. More of that hydro dip carbon look. Now some of these had the DVD players. This does not have that. But quite honestly, I would just sit back here and stare at that massive sunroof. I'm not sure if the LED taillights or the giant LED light bar works. Does have the power lift gate, which is pretty nice. This one is fitted with a hitch, which is quite rusty. The back doesn't look terrible. Has that track system, which is pretty cool. You can actually find that on the Cadillac SRX, I want to say. Has the little cover, privacy cover still. I feel like a lot of used vehicles, those end up missing because you take them out just because it's kind of inconvenient. If you're trying to haul anything back here and you have to lower the seats, just easier to remove this. You set it in the garage and then trade it in the vehicle, and then it's never to be seen again. So that's kind of interesting. That's still in the vehicle. Now these have a very common issue with, well, maybe it has it, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, nope, it's working fine. Okay, just didn't press the button hard enough. But these have a very common issue that the power liftgate stops working because the sunroof drains, I think they, on the inside, run down these pillars, and then where the module is corrodes out and it stops working. So it's quite a hassle to get this back open once it stops working when it's closed, but there's an access panel that you can pull out and service it. This one does have some miles on it, 120,000 miles, showing some age. Very common to get rock chips on the front of these, but unfortunately this one is bad enough to where it's corroding the hood. Also has some unfortunate damage to this unique bumper. Another thing unique to these Aero 94Xs are the fog lights. The headlights are a bit hazed over, which would need some love. Has newer tires on it. These things are huge, but the rims are 20s. These marker lights have some moisture or something in them, so they probably need resealed or replaced. Overall, it's in pretty decent shape. I mean, it's definitely been a daily driver, whoever owned this before. They spent almost $600 on this roof rack system. I saw a receipt in the glove box for it. Also the window sticker, well, I think it was just a portion of the window sticker, but I believe this thing was like 50,000 new, give or take. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, right there, $50,545.70 US. And then looks like door edge guards, and then those crossbars, the cross rails, $595. Overall, interior is in pretty nice shape. These are notorious for the buttons peeling. Those are in fair condition compared to some of the other ones I've seen for sale. Honestly, don't know how that goes. Okay. That's kind of cool. Second tray. I love the arrow on the door sills there. On both sides, I did see this, so that's very unfortunate. I don't even know how you'd fix that. Does have some curb rash, what's to be expected. Has some stuff right there which would need correction. Look at that, that's beautiful. Fortunately, there's not a lot on service history on this vehicle, so I have no idea the condition of that Holdex. But overall, it doesn't look too terrible, but it is a little crusty underneath here. Cool. Fortunately, this taillight does have a chip. You can see some moisture inside of here, so I imagine these taillights probably need replaced along with that light bar. Some other random door dings, but that's no big deal. No big dents. Pop the hood open. Definitely gave it the dealership spruce up here. Wiped everything down with some Armor All or something. It's all real oily and slick. There's that 2.8 liter V6 turbo. This is a cross-wheel drive and par for the course for a vehicle in the United States in a Rust Belt state. You got surface rust all over the place. So I believe this car started its life out in Georgia and eventually came to Ohio, where it's lived for the better part of 10 plus years. So it's definitely showing some age. There's some funny stuff going on. I noticed that additional wire. This is hanging down, which is kind of unfortunate. But I mean, this is all relatively simple stuff to fix. Go ahead, hop in and start it. Yeah, there you go. Set me out on a test drive and it's got super low fuel. This is pretty cool. Well, this thing definitely has some creaks and squeaks. I mean, it's just stuff that is pretty usual for a vehicle with 120 some thousand miles on it. But the question is this thing going to be reliable? I don't know the differences between this 2.8 liter V6 turbo versus my 2008 9.3 2.8 liter V6. I imagine it's very similar, but probably some differences. Now, the beauty of my 9.3 is that I have my Tech 2 scanner, and I can do a lot of programming with that scanner. Now, this is a whole different ball game, and you need like a subscription and some other stuff. Now, it is doable, but it's a bit more work. I can't just plug in the same Tech 2 scanner that I have for my 9.3 that I can with this 9.4X. But some other impressions of this thing, not saying this car has a lot of imperfections, but just the color black in general shows a lot of imperfections, scratches, dents, things like that. But outside of the exterior, the interior is just showing some normal wear, maybe a little excessive wear in certain spots. And mechanically wise, this thing's driving pretty darn good, but it does definitely need some brake work. I haven't been able to drive this thing too long to tell if it's gonna overheat or things like that, but it is pretty cold out today, so if it were to overheat, I imagine it would take quite a while to do so, and it's something that I wouldn't find out in a basic test drive. So I'm actually on my way to return the car, gonna talk some pricing with this dealership, And who knows, maybe I will take this home for my next project. But let me know in the comment section down below if you think I should take this home for my new Saab project, or if I should just kind of, I guess, enjoy the vehicle while I can and maybe not pick it as my daily driver. I don't know. The thing is, I love the way these things look. They're so unique, which is, I think, a good thing, but also a bad thing. Bad thing from the perspective of the windshields are practically non-existent. There's some out there that you can get from esaabparts.com. Fenders, things like that. If you can find them, they are just insanely overpriced for what they are compared to other vehicles. But again, this is such a unique vehicle. But I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna return the vehicle, talk some pricing. Maybe I'll take it home, maybe I won't, but let me know in the comment section down below what you think I should do. I appreciate you making it this far in the video, and like always, I appreciate you subscribing, and I'll catch your friends next time. Goodbye for now, my friend. Goodbye for now.